Good morning, guys. I just recorded about 2 minutes of video without actually hitting the button to record. It was on photo. It's sunny, it's a good day, whether it's cold as tits out or not, the sun is shining, and that makes me a happy girl. So I was going to wait to do my full day of eating tomorrow. Sorry, my arm's getting tired. I can't find my little camera stick, but anyways, I was gonna wait until tomorrow to film it. However, my package came with my Revive smoothies in it, and I was like, I'm gonna freaking do it today. Because I need to crack these bad boys open and eat them. So today, I got so many different flavors. Why I chose to get them was because I love smoothie bowls, but it's just like really hard to always have, especially in quarantine. Like if you go to the frozen fruit section right now, bitch, you ain't getting shized. Like the only thing that's left is like coconut flakes or like cherries, and girl, I ain't about that. So these come with all of your ingredients, so you don't need this massive crazy like produce, and everything goes bad fast. So this was my saving grace. I wanted this while I was in prep, but I couldn't because smoothie bowls and stuff like that are like my treat. And even off prep, when I'm allowed to have actual treats and all that stuff, it's just like I like these better because they don't actually make me feel heavy after. Like I try not to eat sugars and stuff like that while I'm trying. The first part of this quarantine was freaking Candyland, baby. I was eating lots of sugar, but I realized how much I don't like processed sugars, so I always try to veer 90% away from them, which these don't have any. So today I picked for breakfast rise and chai. I am going to put these around my workouts, so I either have them as a pre-workout or a post-workout because they are higher in carbs, because they do have tons of awesome fruits in it. This one has like bananas and apple and stuff like that, but it also has zucchini and squash and things I wouldn't necessarily know to put in that taste freaking good, that you can't even taste them. This has pea protein. These are vegan, organic, and delicious. I added some extra cinnamon. I'm almost half done. Mine, I like it thick, so you literally blend it, put it back in the cup. You have no dishes. A freaking win-win to me. So I'm gonna eat that. I just did my cardio. I'm not working out till later tonight though. I just really wanted to try one of these, and I picked one that was lower in calories as well. So I'm gonna do my workout with you guys live tonight on my Instagram, so check that out. That's Emma Cromie. And yeah, so this is meal number 1. Probably shouldn't do that because Corona. So cheers. I have a meeting in about 10 minutes, so I'm gonna do that, and then I usually have 2.5-3 hours between my meals. That's just the way I like it. I'm not as structured, but I don't typically feel that hungry in that time. After this, I am going to have my tea, my lemon tea. So I'll see you guys soon. So second thing I have today, I usually have this first thing in the morning, but because I went and did cardio and then my smoothies arrived, I didn't have this. But I have my skinny blend of my tea meat in my little tumbler, and then I add fresh lemon in it. It comes with a tea strainer, so that like this is loose leaf, which is awesome, so that you don't get it in your tooth. So I have this usually every morning before I eat. Hot water and lemon, and then I just add my tea. I also take vitamin C, calcium, magnesium, zinc, and this also has D3 in it. Some B12, because as a vegan, this is really hard to get, other than I eat nutritional yeast, which is fortified with B12 and stuff. And then I also take some L-carnitine. L-carnitine helps support fats to muscle tissue, increase lean muscle mass, and overall fat reduction. I take 2 of these bad boys twice a day. Probably just gonna invest in a vegan multivitamin because then you get everything all at once. But that is what I take. So second meal, which is usually my first meal. So for the rest of the day, I have a couple things planned. I have my live workout at 5 on Instagram at some macrame. Go check that out. It's every day at 5. A little life update. I'm moving back to my parents. With all this COVID-19 quarantine stuff, my roommate Haley and I have decided that it is financially the best decision for us to move back home. We both lost our jobs, just couldn't really afford to do everything, so we thought it was the smartest decision to move back home. So my parents have been empty nesters for a few years, so moving back home is going to be a huge adjustment for myself and my parents. And they live in my old bedroom, so I don't get that one back. And that was the best room in the freaking house. Had a sick closet where I work out and do my cardio. That was my old walk-in closet. And my parents used to live up here in the loft, which is now my new bedroom, which I'm so grateful, because I am one of those people that I need a safe space. Like, I need my own space that is my own space, not, you know, when you go to your parents and you sleep in the spare bedroom and it's like that tacky color and the bed sheets aren't yours and it just doesn't feel like you're at home, and I need to feel like that where I live. So they allowed me to repaint, and there was this ugly pink carpet that you will see. So I repainted.
As you can see, it was this fab green color that my mom's obsessed with.
So this is a loft, so it's not fully closed in, so there's also that opening that will stay open, but it's something. So I'm grateful, and I'm excited to see what it looks like after. Everyone's just choked on my vitamin C. Now I'm going to unpack this wretched thing and organize my closet, because I have no freaking clue where anything is. That's why I'm living in sweatpants and whatever the frick shirt I can find. The transition of my life, from having my own routine, my gym so close, my work so close, to it's temporary, but to kind of starting new again. The last 3 years I've moved. This will be my 4th move, so it's a lot of moving. And I'm a very big like routine person, and I like just having my own thing, so it's constant adjustments. But if that is the most that I have lost throughout this quarantine, I am very thankful for that. That is the tea, sis. That is the tea. So I'm a huge OCDer when it comes to my clothes. So my bed that isn't here yet has 2 compartments underneath it that I put all my gym clothes and my sweaters. I'm probably gonna rearrange it a little bit, but I hang everything other than those things. So this will probably be full. Okay, it is lunchtime, so I meal prepped kind of half last night, and I was feeling pasta, which I haven't had in so long. I did prep my pasta. This is all for my week, so I have how much I have to weigh out for each meal. I'm liking like mass packing versus like separate meal packing. It takes up way less space in the fridge, and it's just way less hassle. Then I have my tofu, which I weigh, same thing, I have the measurement I need to weigh out for my meal. So that's done, so I just need to reheat that, and then I'm gonna add some extra veggies in. So I'm gonna add spinach, some mushroom, some red onion. It's more like a buffalo mac and cheese because my tofu is like a spicy buffalo. And then in here there's peas and broccoli, as well as rotini and nutritional yeast. Make these veggies, add it to my portion, and eat it, and then top it with, don't even at me because I would never buy not Frank's, but this is what I got work with right now. cayenne hot sauce. It's kind of like a Frank's, but nothing is Frank's except Frank's. If you know, you know. Am I right? Or am I right? I'm right.
So I'm just roughly chopping my veggies and then sauteing them in a pan.
Added a little bit of water. Like always, I do not cook with oil. Just because I don't. Sometimes I use like non-cooking cooking spray.
Okay, Food Network, where is my cooking show?
The lunch is served. Like I said, I have my pasta. Nice. So I only used 50 grams of pasta, 100 grams of cooked tofu, and then I have all my veggies, so broccoli, peas, mushrooms, onions, spinach, topped with some nutritional yeast, and then I also put some more of the barbecue spice that I used on my tofu. And then I have a nice green salad topped with a little bit of nutritional yeast and some pepper, and I just put a couple sprays of, like I said, that olive oil spray, the 0-cal olive oil spray, like 3 spritz, and then some salt and vinegar, and that is my lunch. I can't wait to eat this. I wanted something different. It's not really like mac and cheese, but I find that nutritional yeast makes it a bit cheesy. There's no sauce on the pasta, just nutritional yeast. But it's so good. It's like a buffalo barbecue pasta. Full of veggies, full of protein. Oh no, I dropped some. Full of deliciousness. But I'm having like a handful of dates. So I think I had seven dates. I love dates. I got this giant, the size of my midsection bag. Dates are so expensive to buy. 8 freaking bones, dude. 8 bones. I think I'm gonna catch a quick power nap. It is dinner time, so I did my live workout at 5, and then I went on a walk, and now I'm having dinner. This is something that is like a new trial recipe, so it's just a ton of veggies. So it's a plate on a sushi bowl, and then the sauce on top is, I made a homemade tofu mayo, oil-free, dairy-free. It's like 8 calories, and it's like a spicy sriracha mayo on top. Like I said, cucumbers, tofu, peppers, broccoli, edamame, carrots. Yumminess. I can't wait to try. Oh, I just dropped a piece of tofu on the table. I think I probably could have picked a bigger bowl, but this is the first time making this, and it's actually really good. Really good. Give me all the veggies. It's nice to just have something that's like a sauce. I'm a big saucy person, so I always try to find like low-calorie versions of things that I love. And this is some goodness, so I'm gonna eat it. It is, what time is it? It's almost 8:30. I'm having my last meal of the day. I wanted to do, so usually I have my oat pancakes before my workouts or for breakfast, and I had my smoothie today, so I actually didn't get that meal in at all. And I accounted for it when I did my macros, but I decided to do a little play on it because, you know, sweet tooths always come at night for me, and I almost went to the store and bought Oreos because they are my guilty pleasure. I just love them so much. And they're like, their flavors, the cinnamon bun ones are just ridiculous, which I'm excited to get my cinnamon protein from Live Body in. It's coming hopefully this week or next, just so I can have like cinnamon things. But like I always do, this was literally pulled this absolutely out of my butt. Like, I don't know what to expect with the flavor. The protein powder that I have right now, because I ran out of my Live Body, isn't the best, but I do what you gotta do. So I made, using the ingredients I typically use with my oats and changing it a little bit, but instead of having like, you know, the refined sugar filled like cookies and just that stuff to leave you feel heavy and just not the best, so I made a healthy alternative to a cookie sandwich, literally using the simplest ingredients. So I used a 1/2 cup of oats, This is my first try, so I don't know how they're gonna be. I haven't even ate them yet. I'm gonna eat them with you on camera. But it's a half cup of oats, a third cup, sorry, of cocoa powder, and a tablespoon of peanut butter, and a quarter cup of sugar-free maple syrup. I made a protein mousse with just protein powder and water, and then I sliced some strawberries and melted some dark chocolate chips to make these magical cookie sandwiches. Put the strawberries and protein powder in them and put some chocolate on half of them to give, you know, that guilty pleasure vibe. And then I put them in the freezer for like 20 minutes. So they're firmed up nice. They look freaking awesome. Like, yum. One bite, you know the rules. I'm gonna take the bite with a little bit of chocolate. Strawberry. Don't mind the chocolate on my face. That is so damn good. Oh my god. Oh my god. It would be even good, like it wouldn't be as sweet without the chocolate, but the chocolate just, like, you know, adds a little bit, like it's maybe a teaspoon that's like smeared on it, but it adds like some sweetness because this isn't that sweet, which is, and the strawberry just adds this like freshness. Oh my god, it's so good. I'm a mess for one. I'm a freaking master chef. Like, completely pulled this out of my bum, and it is so good. So good. So good. So that is my full day of eating for today and pretty much for this week because I did meal prep. It doesn't vary that much day to day when I meal prep. So that is what I'm having. I'm finishing with a little nightcap of my colon tea from Teami, sorry. So I do have a discount if you guys want that. I'll post that here. They have so many different types of tea blends. It's all natural. It's awesome. They have so many great tumblers if you're on the go all the time. Like I said, little life update, I am moving back home. So tomorrow I'm gonna go to my apartment and pack some stuff. So that's gonna take up most of my day. But that is a full day of eating. And PSA, right now when I'm not with a coach or anything like that and I'm just by myself, I'm literally just trying to get through and be as healthy as I can, because the first like 3 weeks of this quarantine I kind of, you know, rebounded really bad from my cut, and I have definitely put on some weight, and it's tough that way, like mentally, just to see yourself super lean. So that is something, but I rebounded really bad and didn't reverse diet properly because, like I said, it just mentally was really hard for me to go from A to B, and I'm not gonna beat myself up over it. But right now I'm just trying to eat as healthy as possible, eat more whole foods, and just go back to something I can be consistent with and loosely track macros, not feel bad about eating things I want to eat, and just eating as whole food as possible. And finding like healthy hacks like I always did on prep to hanker those cravings and stuff like that, like I did with my cookie today. So I'm loosely tracking. I'm just kind of seeing what I'm eating day to day and how much I'm consuming and how much I'm outputting. I do want to get back on track and just be more active and utilize my time and eat better, because the last couple weeks have been very hard for me, personally and mentally and physically, to go from being in such a deep prep to having such a strict routine to being quarantined. And I know I'm not the only person that feels that way, but prep is a whole nother beast, and this was my first one, and I didn't realize how hard it is to transition back, especially when you don't do it properly. So noticing the weight that I have gained and stuff like that, I'm not self-conscious about it. I just know I don't feel my best, and I want to maintenance at the leanest I can without feeling restricted, so that when I start my next prep, whenever this is all over, that I'm in a good spot to start. I don't want to backtrack and go backwards, but I read this thing online and it said if the worst thing we do is gain a couple extra pounds, you know, in this quarantine, we're the lucky ones. And I genuinely feel that we're being all so hard on ourselves, because we don't have a regular routine, or we're probably eating not as good as we always do. And I'm trying really hard to like not let that affect my mental health as much as it has in the last couple weeks. So overcoming that has been hard, but loosely tracking right now, not with a coach, just kind of doing my own thing and taking a little break mentally so that I can be dialed the heck in and win my freaking first show. And I'm just so excited to start prep again. Everyone's body is different. What I eat is not what you need to necessarily eat. It is good ideas and good information to get some ideas about how I eat and how I choose to eat, but everyone's diet should be based on what their goals are and their body, and don't feel like you eat the way I eat will get you weight, like losing weight or anything like that. It's just I wanted to share how I eat with you guys because you were interested. Yeah, my full day of eating. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share this with people that you love, and I can't wait to get more videos out like this. If you guys do like videos like this, let me know. If you want to see other things from me, let me know. And I love making these videos. I'm very much a big talker, so I love video and vlogging versus like pictures and stuff. So stay tuned. I have lots to share with you guys. Cheers. Have a good night. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. And always, don't forget to smile.